Welcome back to Expert Crypto. We're going to get into something very important, right? So this channel is all about you learning. You didn't come here to hear the same things over and over. You came here to learn and really upgrade your portfolio and your brain capabilities when it comes to crypto. It's not hard. You just need the right information and you need the right set of mindset, right? But we're going to get into another lesson real quick. It's not going to take a long, I promise, and it's going to help you guys a lot. This is going to be about market makers. You guys have to understand it's you versus the market makers. It can be either you versus the market makers. What are market makers? They're these large institutions that will bait you into doing certain things. They'll get on your FOMO side. They will basically be the reason why you lose if you guys aren't trading smartly. But you need to be able to control your FOMO. You need to be able to set your stop losses, and you need to be able to really understand how they move and they operate. You can work with them and be successful, or you could work against them and get liquidated. And this is a very important lesson for you guys to understand. So when the entire market is bullish on YouTube, these market makers are going to try and liquidate all those longing people on YouTube. It's what I would do, right? If you guys were a market maker, you had millions of dollars, you would just throw $10 million, 50x leverage on X coin that BitBoy talked about or Banter Bags talked about, and liquidate all of his fans that were longing it. You can use data online to figure this out, and this is what a lot of these market makers will do. So we've been recently seeing a lot of people somewhat copy the same things I'm doing, and I'm not like, guys, I really hope that people do share some of the knowledge I give on other channels to try and educate people more. Like, don't ever be mad if anyone's quote unquote copying you if you're giving good information. I love to see it, seriously. But when more and more people start to come to my channel and they start to really get into this knowledge, you guys got to understand that these market makers, and I'm not just saying with my channel, but overall, these market makers will try and liquidate you, right? You guys have to be smart. You guys cannot be not setting stop losses. You can't be FOMOing in. You guys have to be trading smart, right? You guys need to be trading in the ranges and always being prepared and really looking at the analytics if you're trading. If you're not trading, if you're holding long term, we'll get into some long-term George hodls for you. All right, so let me get into this. Move my monitor a little bit. So have the 10 monitor setup coming by tomorrow. Yes, 10 monitors, guys. So I really did reach the Mega Chad level. I don't know why I'm doing it, guys. I don't know why. But what do we see right here? So we saw a few patterns unfold. We're still on this uptrend right now. We're still on this uptrend with Bitcoin. Let me actually throw in some more indicators real quick, just to show you guys exactly where we're at. I know these indicators might be a little bit confusing to you. Only allowed 25 indicators on, so I actually put them on block. All right. Sorry about this, guys. Yeah, here are my indicators. Go ahead and use them. I'll show you how most of them work, but this is how I find trends. I switch my computer around, so I'm going to be able to give you guys a little bit better TA. I always use more indicators, and I figured that you guys are mature enough to see these now. Most of you, all right? If not, it looks like a bunch of rubbish on the screen. Completely sorry about that. Completely sorry about that. Let me delete some of these so I can pull these other ones up. I accidentally double click on a few of them. Alright. So, see that one, see that one. I'm missing my RSI indicators. Where are my RSI indicators at? We'll go over RSI. RSI is a very important signal, guys. Very important signal. Go over Stochastic. Let's see if we have RSI EMA moving. Short squeeze. What else? I like TDI. TDI is really good, guys. TDI is really good. I have 3 of them up right now, actually. All right. So I'm going to go through the entire market. What do I see with these indicators, guys? What do I see with these indicators? Well, I have the lower high indicator, which is probably making you guys confusing. What is this LLHH? These are lower lows and higher highs. It's an indicator right here. Go to my indicators, right? Higher high, lower low strategy. It's pretty nifty, I would say. This one is pretty decent to look at, because then you guys really see the ranges, the resistance, and the support levels from these. But right now, what did we see? We saw a W pattern form after this M pattern, right? We know that we're probably going to have a little retracement down with Bitcoin if we cannot get out of this descending wedge. What's a descending wedge, guys? Right here, we have this pattern going upwards after the W. We haven't broken out of this trend resistance that's just going downwards. It's not looking too bullish for Bitcoin in the short term, but we still could because we tested above this, right? We broke out of here. We couldn't break out. Now we're having a little retracement downwards. I do expect this to be some sort of reversal hammer candle. Maybe we go down another 4 or 5%. But we still have this trend resistance down here, guys. This trend support, I guess you can say. I do see us having the possibility, more possibility of breaking down here, maybe going down 3-4%, but not too much. We still are fairly bullish. A 3 to 4% downtrend is not too much. I know you guys are like, oh, you're bearish, you're bearish, you're bearish. Guys, that's just 3 to 4%. Come on. But let's get into why I'm somewhat bullish for Bitcoin, right? Well, guys, if we look at this RSI indicator right here, let's go into it. Look how low we are, right? This is the daily candle. Look exactly where we are right now. We still have a lot of upside potential on this indicator right here. You see us maybe coming down a little bit, a little 3-4% drop, but then I do believe us to push up and prevail. We have had a lot of lower lows, and there's a lot of bullishness going through the market. I do see maybe a little liquidation happening as of right now. A lot of people are getting their stop losses and their liquidations hit on their longs that they put in earlier today. But yeah, this is looking a little bit bullish for the next few days. This indicator is, and I'm going to go through a few other ones as well. So this one right here, we see we're pretty far down on this one as well on the 1 day. Right, we're going to go into the 4 hours as well. Right, so we're getting a little overbought in the 4 hours. We might be a little bit bearish on the 4 hours. Same goes with this one, right? A little bit bullish on the or bearish on the 4 hours, but on the 1 day we look good to go. Right, we look good to go. Boom, up. It's going to make Bitcoin's price go up. But this is my favorite one right here, this momentum one. It records the volume and multiple other factors that's just basically finding out the momentum for Bitcoin. Guys, look at the daily chart on this. Look at the daily chart on this, right? I was going to show these. Indicators really once you guys have experienced some sort of level, and this is on TradingView. Any of you guys can do this, right? These indicators are not hard to really figure out. I know I've been doing this for like 7 years, and me saying that, it's kind of a little bit arrogant, but I promise you guys join the Discord. You guys can connect with people and really get a better understanding. There's books in the description as well. I want you guys to read books and really conquer your mind in a trading style type of way before FOMOing into it, or else you will lose money, right? 95% of traders lose money. 95% of banter bags go missing. So you guys really got to make sure to look at allegedly. You have to make sure to look through the books, understand how your mindset should be. You have to be patient. You have to be strategic. You have to understand how these market makers really move and operate, right? That's just an example, right? When the entire YouTube and Twitter crypto thing is bullish, why wouldn't they be bearish? Why wouldn't they just liquidate all of these small retail investors and make a lot of money? Because that's what I would do. That's what you would do, right? If you had all that money. So that's just another suggestion for you guys to take into consideration. These retail investors, guys, if they're all bullish, guys, market never goes up, really. That's a little thing that is very important for you guys to understand. We saw it in 2017. It's a thing that happens, right? You see BitBoy, I sold all my altcoins, man. Yeah, it's not a good thing, right? Not a good thing. So really make sure that to understand that as well. But yeah, we see on this indicator, we're pulling back, right? We're pulling back from this downwards momentum. We're really building up a lot of momentum to the upside. If we have an upside momentum swing in the 1 day, probably could break through that 42K very easily. I do see that as a definite possibility. I wasn't completely sure, but when this was going to happen, the swing back upwards. But I do see it happening now, actually. But just over the next 3 or 4 days, we're probably going to have some more bearish momentum, of course, in between, but mainly bullish, right? It's mainly bullish. Even on this indicator right here, we see the volume bands. The blue bands are the volume bands, and now we see the EMA levels as well. We are looking bullish on that. But as of right now, we are making some better lower lows. We haven't seen too many or higher lows. We've seen mainly higher highs, which is kind of nice to see because we haven't seen that in a little bit. So we got some bullish momentum for you bulls. I do see a little bearish momentum coming down to this trend resistance or around this level. Maybe we go down to 33. If we go down to 33, we're going to be buying. But as of right now, we don't see this going really anywhere below this 35K level. And this really could be the swing upwards, right? This could be the swing upwards. And I'm going to show you guys one key trading signal, right? One key trading signal. Let me pull up a new chart for good old Bitcoin, right? I want you guys to understand that Bitcoin right now, right? Bitcoin right now, let me pull up the 444-day EMA. Whoa, 444 EMA. All right, 8 EMA. So this is the 8 EMA indicator, guys. Go use this. It's by Rexodus. 157 people have used it. But let's go into settings. And let me eliminate all of these as well. Boom, boom, boom. I'll show you guys where I think we're going. All right. This is probably what's going to end up happening, right? So on this 1-day EMA chart, right, we look pretty bullish, right? We kind of touched off this EMA. We could have a little upwards run. But when we go to the 3-hour on this 444-day, we see that we're pushing upwards a little bit, right? This line's coming down. We're 25% down from it, but we're around, I think, 34%. Yeah, we're around 28% above to push back above it. And what did we see in 2017, right? This is the psychology that we see in the market, right? You have the same sort of dip that we had in 2017, right? The same sort of dip. And do you want to know what happens? People's minds, right? Your psychology, your mind is playing a trick on you because you're new in crypto. You don't have the data. You don't have the analytics. You haven't read the books. But it's telling you, I need to buy the dip, right? And want to know what these people do? They buy the dip, they buy the dip, they buy the dip, right? But don't fall into that trap just yet. You guys have to play off of that, right? You guys are gonna buy the dip, of course, but you're gonna get ready to sell. These people are gonna be holding on for dear life, and we're gonna try and get those indicators in order to short after we get that dip in, right? But what did we see in 2017, right? So let's zoom in on in, right? Well, we saw a dip below this 3-hour EMA level. Go back to 20. Jeez. Come on, man. Here we go. So we touched it a few times, right? And then we came back under, we came back up. We already saw we did that. And now we stayed under, right? We're around, how low are we at the lowest point? Around 50%. This is how low we were during the same time. People bought this up, right? And now we're around this 20 to 23% down. I do see us pushing up out of this, right? We get above this gray EMA, or gray EMA 444 estimate or exponential moving average. See us pushing up above it, and then probably settling out, and then sizzling off, maybe having another bounce or two outs, and then a little bit of a bearish market. That's just the psychology, guys. You guys got to think, how were these people acting in 2017? How do I know that I'm just not a simulation of a bull run, right? Are you guys simulations of bull runs right now? I know the market has changed, but the psychology definitely hasn't, and I've noticed that. But it's all about learning the psychology. How are these people moving? How are they operating? The vast majority of retail investors, because that's how market makers think, right? I know this is a little complex for some of you guys to think about, but how are the market makers going to predict what you are going to do, right? Think like how you would think. All right, no, we're getting a little matrix there, but no, seriously, you guys need to be thinking like a market maker, right? Market makers back in 2017, they have you guys thinking in the same sort of way, right? You guys are buying at random places. You guys aren't buying in ranges. You guys aren't using any sort of technical analysis except for the George strat of buy, hodl the dip, buy, hodl the dip. And we don't know how long that will last. I mean, we could go above this gray EMA, but I see it falling back down just because they're just going to short the shit out of you guys. But I still see the ability for us to push back up, right? And then we're going to be able to get a nice gain on that because we could see this EMA line go like this, right? So we could see that happen a little bit. That's still, guys, that's still around like a 15% push. But you don't know how long people are going to buy the dip this bull run. It is a different bull run. So I'm not going to sit there and say, yeah, these people aren't going to, like, Bitcoin's not going to go to 60, 70, 80. Okay, it could, but it's just the psychology of which state we are in right now of buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. Bitcoin's going back to 60K. You guys will see BitBoy Crypto post a video probably tomorrow. Bitcoin's going back to 60K, 50K, right? And then it'll go a little bit bearish and then bounce off. And that's just something that what a market maker would do. But yes, really make sure, guys, to understand that we do have a little bit of a bullish trend, I would say, in the next 2 days, and then a bearish trend probably for the next 4 hours. Trends do change though. I mean, you guys see me go bullish to bearish to bearish to bullish to bearish to bullish, but that's just because the charts change. Nothing out of the ordinary for someone who's doing crypto as much as I am daily basis. But I am trading heavily during these times. So when I say something, I mean it. I'm trading with it. I'm putting my money against it, right? And I do have my stop losses on, and I am prepared for if it switches back. And sometimes I can't make videos right away. I can't be a total genie on how the market's going to move, especially once we have all this volatility. But I can tell you the trends from the indicators and all the data points of where I see it going. All right, enough rambling, but yeah. That's Bitcoin for you guys. I see us probably pushing above this another 20% in the next 2 or 3 days with Bitcoin, as we do have this trend showing good. We could top out at 40.41. Just too early to tell. This is a lagging indicator. EMA is. It's a lagging indicator, meaning it's behind. But yeah, make sure to use that. So what else, right? Let's get into some altcoins. Let me pull up some altcoins here. Go into coin. You guys want to go on coin market cap? We're gonna pull some George stuff and just look at CoinMarketCap the whole time. I'm feeling it. Yeah, we were talking about, I don't know, did we talk about that? How Ethereum was outperforming Bitcoin by 8x since the dip. Let's do that real quick. Let's compare this, guys. Who's been Ethereum bull, guys? Who's been Ethereum bull, right? Everyone's an Ethereum bull at this point, and if you're not, you must not know what EIP 1559 is, and you must not. I'm not trying to call you like stupid or anything, but. Just saying, guys, look how much Ethereum has outperformed Bitcoin. I'm just saying, you guys got to understand how important Ethereum really is. All right, it slowed down a little bit, but guys, 55%. It's 3x. It was doing a little bit better earlier, but Bitcoin had that pump. I think I got Bitcoin a little bit lower. But guys, look at this. Which one are you picking, right? Look where the EMA levels are too. Look where this EMA level is on Bitcoin. Look how far away it is, and look where Ethereum is, right? Ethereum's been bullish for a lot longer, right? People know EIP's going out. People know the flippening's going to come out. SpaceX is launching a node for Ethereum into space, guys. It's going to be big. I do see a lot of these bulls switching over to your boy Ethereum. And why would they be doing that, guys? It's the sexier investment. If you guys are holding long term, you guys have to be holding Ethereum. It doesn't make sense if you guys are holding Bitcoin. That's just in my opinion. Set your stop losses because Ethereum is more volatile, but that gives you more opportunity to capitalize when we have these dips on Ethereum, because it'll bounce up a lot faster than Bitcoin will, as you guys see here. Has happened over the past month or two. We've never seen this before, guys. 3 months ago, no one would have thought of this, but then we had EIP coming out, right? Coming out in a month. So make sure you guys stay tuned to that. I do see people selling off the news, possibly for Ethereum, but it's just too sexy not to sell, guys. Just too sexy not to sell. I see the fundamentals taking over. It's just the institutional and the news coverage on Ethereum is always so, oh, it's second, guys. It's going to be first. It'll flip eventually, but long term. Bake as well, guys. We were doing some trades on Bake. At least we were in the Discord. I believe I would have told you guys to do this on streams. Bake is a sexy investment. We've been buying this one every single dip. If you guys haven't been with a dip with me where we've had those flash crashes, those were some good nights, guys. We made a lot of money those nights, and we're just waiting for the next flash crash. We're having our stop losses ready. We're looking for the next opportunities. Right now, we're just farming a little bit, but we really are looking forward to those next flash crashes because we capitalized on those on this channel. If you guys haven't capitalized on them, read some more. I don't want you guys to jump right into it because you guys might FOMO in at the wrong levels, not know how to set your stop losses, not know how to set ranges and all of that. It's in the books, in the description. You guys can do it. You guys can improve and better your lives. I want to help you. I really do. But I can't help you if you're not learning on your own, right? You guys should be able to do this on your own. You guys can join the Discord and learn if you guys want to. I actually have it pinned. But yeah, you guys really need to make sure to read and study before you go into trades. Just going to give that little disclaimer. But I will give you guys some trading opportunities as well. But you guys need to really make sure on Bake, as of right now, that this will be a very, very, very good short, especially if we get to the $6 to $6.50 area, because we are going to most likely see a 10 to 15% pump with Bitcoin. I do see a $5 Bake, very possible. We actually saw one a few days ago. We did end up shorting it a little bit. That was a nice gain. But I do see Bake definitely. Guys, look at this volatility, right? Let's go down to the bottom of this dip, right? So we have 150% on Bake. what do we have for Bitcoin, right? This is a coin that you guys want to be looking at, right? We have 26%. It's doing around 6x what Bitcoin is doing. 6x, guys. So this is a coin where, oh, you're bullish on Bitcoin. You guys trade bake. But as of right now, the volatility kind of has died down a little bit. Too many people were longing it, and now they're shorting it. But these are the coins that I will mention that you guys want to get into on these trades. That's just an example. As of right now, I mean, we've kind of already went over a lot of these trades earlier in the past video. If you guys missed that, you guys got to stay updated. No, I'm kidding. I'll go over a few of them. But we see Luna right now. I'm not going to go over Luna. Let me go actually into my other list. Need to get more organized on this computer, guys. It will happen. I promise eventually. So what do we see? Okay, we have small cap, Anchor. I guess we can go into Anchor, BTC. No, it's BTC. All right, we'll go into Matic. A lot of Matic people in the chat. Well, let's compare Matic to go to the top of here. Matic went down 28%. Yeah, Matic lost its volatility, by the way, guys. I'm just showing you guys this, right? Matic lost its volatility. Matic lost its volatility. Yes, it's doing 2x, but we're looking for more, right? So we're a little bit greedy. I mean, not greedy in a dumb way, but we want a little bit more than 2x. And Matic it has not been cutting it recently, right? It's not been cutting it recently. It's doing around 2x what Bitcoin is. 2x, guys. You guys got to find this out. What's going to be the better trade? What's going to make you 2, 3x more than another trade? I'm teaching it here live, right? But yeah, we will find that next one. But right now, Matic, in my opinion, it is looking a little bit bearish just because I do see Bitcoin as a little bit bearish, but I do see us bouncing off that level. But maybe we'll have some more FOMO action into Matic. I believe I gave you guys a little buy order around, let's see where Bitcoin was here. Yeah, around 165 to around 162, maybe 170 would be also a good buy order. Let me actually chart this out. Sorry for being a little bit slow today. I'm just trying to give you guys some more inputs on what you need to know. What you need to know. Look. Yeah, going to be a good few days for gains, guys. Going to be a good few days for gains. We're going to get some volatility tomorrow. It's a little bit of a coin flip, in my opinion. I mean, you guys are like, oh, but these indicators. Yeah, but I do see a lot of liquidations happening. These market makers want to make some money off these shorters at some points. They will long them, but they also want to make some money on these longers, right? This is how the market moves. If you got a lot of liquidity and you got this exchange, you guys are going to be making a lot of money, right? Let's say you guys put, you know what I mean, $50 million on 100x, right? You guys got $5 billion. You guys could really move the market. Not that much money to some people too, right? Yeah, but with Matic right now, remember getting that run up, guys. That was nice. I've been bullish on Matic a while on this channel since the beginning of time. I've been shilling you guys Matic, and not allegedly rug pulls. You guys always have to be looking at 3 time frames. 3 time frames. I would recommend 5 minute, 15 minutes, and possibly 3 minutes, and actually maybe 1 hour also for chart trends, right? You guys want to be looking at multiple time frames because you will miss stuff. You don't. Looking at possible ranges, right? Possible ranges of accumulation. You guys are learning a lot. Welcome to the club of working 15 hours a day. At least. All the way to 154. Yeah, we could get that range down there as well. Could be possible. I'm kidding. You guys don't need to work that long. I just do. I love to. But yeah. So we have these 4 ranges as of right now. We broke through these 2 ranges very quick. A lot of volatility in Bitcoin. Maybe we'll see some upwards volatility like that to break out of Matic out of this $2.10. We like, guys, every time let me throw on the indicator real quick. Show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. I might be speaking gibberish to some of you guys, but we'll get into it, right? So we see these lower lows that are extremely low, right? We have this is how these market makers trick you, right? 24%, right? Whoa, guys, 24%. And you want to know what they do? short, they liquidate all the shorters, these market makers do, and then you want it to do, they long, right? And they go up 28%. They'll have this boom, right? Fast downwards movement. This wasn't too fast, but it was over a period of a day. But you see it happen here, and then you see the long, right? Down, boom. And now we've just been at this consolidation period. We've already had that push up. Do think we'll have a little dip, but maybe we'll have a long upward just because people are starting to catch up on this trend. I see a lot of people talking about it. So if I was a market maker right now, I would do the exact opposite and send it upwards after we bounce off of this around this level. But yeah, I do see Manic as a great possibility to probably hit around $2. I mean, I've been spending a while on Manic, but kind of need to spend a while on each coin if I'm going to explain to you guys how to buy them correctly. I'm not a financial advisor, but just showing you guys what you need to be looking for. But yeah, do see a little bounce off of here, maybe a 182 level. I know that's aggressive, but yeah, maybe 182. I would say stick to 179 to 176, but we do have that trend resistance, maybe 3 orders, and then this is just kind of no man's land in this area right here. But what else? I know I spent too much time on that, but you guys got to listen. All right, what else? Ethereum Max. Yeah, Ethereum Max. You could buy New York luxury apartments with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Doge. Cool, man. Matic will hit 333 in the future. All right, you guys are not giving too much comments. I just looked over, not trying to hate on anyone, but we want some good comments in the chat where like it's useful to the community, right? You guys don't want to be selfish, right? I know I'm being selfish by saying that, but I'm just saying you want to better the community with your comment, right? Allegedly, but you want to better the community with your comments. If I get good comments that can help out a lot of people, you know, that'd be a great comment, you know, because then I would make you guys smarter, not smarter, but more knowledgeable, and then I'd make the ability for you to learn more and make this community better, because the more knowledge you guys share to your peers, the more knowledge you will get in return, because I will go through it, right? I know that was a little weird, but yeah, I see that as a range. I need to go a little bit lower, 30. Map out this one up here. So when we see all these lower lows, guys, all right, first of all, when we see these lower lows in like the 30-minute, right, let me show you what I'm talking about. This is an indicator, right? It's not going to be 100% accurate, right? Nothing's going to be 100% accurate, but this gives you the lower lows, right? And when the candles change, that's when you guys are supposed to sell, right? You buy when the candles don't change and you sell. That's basically what it's saying. This is somewhat of a buy zone or a sell zone when the candles change colors. Somewhat of a buy zone when we've had this much lower lows, right? And it's a decent indicator, but don't follow it per se. But we do have some vector candles as well. Yeah, I'll get into vector candles as well, but yeah, you guys can see that, right? Lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, and it changes its colors once we have this bullish pattern, right? You have 3 higher highs in a row, build a resistance, boom, drop down, right? Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, if you build these levels around them, it could be very, very successful. Make sure to do paper trading if you're going to get into trading. If it's your first time, read books and get into paper trading. Join the Discord. Do not trade with real money if you guys are just learning out how to do this. Ethereum Classic is so volatile. It's insane. It's insane how volatile Ethereum Classic is, but it's extremely easy to trade, in my opinion. This is one that has the same. This is just a dogecoin trading coin right now. It does have use case. It will be big in the future, and a lot of you do not understand that. But I'm telling you right now, do some research into it. Understand that it is just more than a normal coin, right? It's just as Ethereum Classic. No, guys. It's going to be able to develop apps through it. It's going to be able to have the mining capabilities of Ethereum once Ethereum EIP really gets implemented. No more Ethereum to mine. They're going to switch to Ethereum Classic, guys. It will be big in the future. Something that we will acquire in our portfolios, and it will outperform Ethereum like we did when we bought it that one time. You guys remember when we pulled off 8x on Ethereum Classic? I know some of you guys are new. But that was a good one. Told you guys to put around 30% of your portfolio, or 20% of your portfolio. Not a financial advisor, but yes, I know I'm getting a little rambling. But yeah, Ethereum Classic, beautiful to trade with. We have the same ranges repeating over and over and over. Let's zoom in on it. We have a lot of volatility though. It just follows what Bitcoin does and then just does 2x more. And this is one, if you guys are trading, if you're new, I would practice trading with this one with paper money, not real money, fake money, until you guys really get the hang of things and you guys get a success rate up. It's pretty easy to trade. And that's just due to the volatility and the FOMO. What else? All right, we'll go into VeChain. VeChain had some volatility today. They had that announcement with China, right? We went over that earlier today. Saw that pan out in the news. Guys, get into social activity. If you're trading, get into social activity. I will be going over articles that will affect social activity, right? What do you think about charity tokens? Could they repeat April 1st, May performance? Charity tokens are scams. I mean, most of them are, right? Why wouldn't you just run a charity, not through a crypto? If you're running a charity through a crypto, there's price involved and there's money involved. It's not smart. Anyone who's running a charity token, doesn't matter who they are, tell them to put it into a normal company and then have them accept crypto. Does not make sense. Does not make sense. It's just a scheme, guys. It's just a scheme. They're going for you. I mean, some of them could not be, but come on, put it through a business, man. Why aren't you putting it through a business? And some of them probably have explanations for it, but I guarantee you most of them don't. Most of them don't. We're getting the sell level right here. Boom, right? Charted this one off pretty well already. We could break out, though. We could break out to this level. We already broke the EMA for VeChain. Probably not going to hold it, right? We broke above it and we couldn't hold it. Look at the same thing happened up here. This is the 444 EMA on the 45-minute for VET. We couldn't break above it. We touched it, we stayed above it for a second, and then we broke below it, just like what happened here. Possibly we could. I mean, most likely not. And that's what Bitcoin's showing right now as well. These coins relate to Bitcoin. I see the same trends, the same patterns emerge in every single altcoin when I'm comparing it to Bitcoin most of the time. Not Ethereum Classic, guys. That's just a crazy one. All right, we'll go into Chainlink. You guys should be able to do these trades on your own. Because I could give you guys 30 trades to do a day, right? But you finding a trade on your own and you realizing exactly how it works and learning that process on your own, it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see. I love to see you guys gaining success on your own. I will give you guys trades sometimes, like earlier today, and it's not going to be doing it every stream. It's not worth it. You guys need to learn just as much as the next guy, right? If you guys want to be as successful as the guy next to you, you better fucking work, man. Right? I know some of you guys got jobs, you guys work long hours. Just throw on a podcast, throw on a audio book or something while you work, and if you guys can't do that, just watch maybe one video a day or something. Something's better than nothing, right? You guys just can't mooch off the government your entire lives, aka just watch a channel and just mooch off trades. It's not the way to go, right? It's not the way to go. No, I'm kidding. You guys all get banter bags and you get stimulus checks. All of you. I'm kidding, guys. I can't be saying that type of stuff. Alright, so Chainlink is just a hodler right now. People are just hodling this one to the moon, guys. To the moon. Not too much volatility with Chainlink. Yeah, 35% 2 days. A lot of things did that, man. A lot of things did that. It had its run up yesterday. It dropped down. We could see this other breakdown to 28. Possibly this 26 level. This is just short term. We could see that. We are above the EMA. Guys, look at all these coins are going above their estimated moving average on the 444. They're all doing it, you know. Look at it. Try to do it once, bounce down. We looked at this last time, bounce down. It's doing it again. Probably going to bounce down, right? Look at, go back up here. Try to move above it, bounce down. This is when we really started the bear market, guys. Look at, right? So we bounced below it, and it tried to break it once, couldn't, right? Let's look at the gains from here to here, right? Look at 131% from there, right there, right? How low are we? We're 57%. Try to bounce above it, couldn't. Try to bounce above it, can it? Maybe, but will it for long? Probably not. We're going to the moon, guys. Possibly. What do you mean by moon? It's a very derogatory term that people make a lot of money off of you because you moon boys. About to crack the book open after watching the videos. Currently stuck with ETH, no ID where it's headed, and it's pissing me off. Johnny boy, get off the stream, go read the book. It's going to be better than watching me, I can promise you that. I can promise you that. Go crack the book, brother. You guys better get to some learning. I'm not trying to talk down on you guys. I just really want you to you guys to improve your lives. I really do. And by improving your lives, get off Netflix, right? Stop wasting your time if you have some in your day. I know you guys still have to relax sometimes, right? It's good to relax, but really make sure to get into reading. Reading's one of the most important things that you guys can do in your life. I can promise you that. Some of you guys have problems with reading, have problems with focusing. Try and focus. Try and get 30 minutes, a couple hours a day. I mean, that's all it takes to really start a pattern in your life, and you guys can do it. Yeah, Dot's another hodler, guys. Dot's another hodler. Let's see what this did. This did some good stuff today, right? 22% today. So did a lot of other things. Buy SBV, you'll be rich in 5 years. Okay, Josh. Well, look, I'm not Josh. You don't even know what the crypto market's gonna be like in 5 years. Don't tell people you'll be rich. Come on, man. Won't be rich if you buy one token and you hold on to it. You might be wealthy, or you might be somewhat rich, but you're not rich. It matters what you guys think is rich. But so we look at this right here. We do have some sort of uptrend, but we are above this EMA. This gray EMA. What happened, right? We had this large push above it. How much was this? 15%. What are we at right now? Dot. Around 10%. This isn't looking like too good of a trade. Not looking like too good of a trade to me, to be completely frank with you. This one already got FOMO'd into. You're missing out on the dot gains, guys. On the dot gains, look at, we're still below this 3-hour EMA by a lot. Let's see, what is this? 20, 30%. Gotta look at multiple indicators, guys. Gotta look at multiple indicators. Lower, low, right? Higher, low, lower, low, boom, higher, high. We're probably going to be ending this trend with these higher highs sooner or later. Who knows, though? Who knows, right? And, we have data, we have indicators, we have, things that really point to what has happened in the past analytically, and it's based off of psychology. You guys are like, TA does not make sense. Guys, it's psychology. TA is psychology. Yes, it's bots. Yes, it's market makers. But these things do the same things over and over because it's psychology, right? People buy the dip. People sell at certain levels because it's scary. People buy at certain levels because they're FOMOing in, right? It's all psychology. Once you guys really realize that and you really understand it, and you understand it in a good light, you guys will be a lot more informed on what's happening. I know it's a hard learning curve, but we do have books, we do have information, we do have a Discord. It's linked into the chat. You guys can try and learn. We have assignments. We have all sorts of stuff that you guys can get into. Any coders, guys, really get in there. We love to see coders as I do love coders, guys. I love all of you guys, but I do love coders. I'm kidding, guys. Just inside joke, right? Not really, but. There's a leveling up tier system in the Discord, by the way. We'll get into Anchor for you, man. I have an Anchor graph up over here, over there. Doing a little bit slow charting. Normally I chart a lot faster than this. I'm just talking to myself with this camera. Hello, I'm George. We're all George. Both this EMA bounced once. Twice bounced 3 times. We'll probably have a bounce with Anchor. I do see that. Be 10% with Anchor, 15%. That's really all these altcoins are showing right now. They're just showing a 10%, 15%. And that's what Bitcoin's kind of showing, but I don't see that large pump happening until we get a little bit lower with these alts, right? But I do see it happening. Maybe we'll get this 20-30% pump up in the next few days, but not tomorrow. I mean, we got to see what the market makers really are going to decide our fate for. But we will be ready for both, right? How are we going to be ready for both? Well, I'll show you guys how to be ready for both, right? You set a buy order, right? Set a buy order, probably 5% below, 10% below to buy. And if it does pump up tomorrow, you guys have a buy order in around this resistance right here, this red resistance, around this 11-cent level. So if it pops out, breaks this, boom, you hit. I would actually put this a lot higher. This right here, around 11.90. How much is this? 2%. We have some resistance here. Yeah, you guys are looking for the next resistance level that it can break out through. So let's say this is the resistance level right here. If we break out through it, this is where I'd be putting a buy order, right? They've turned a bit bullish. Yes, the tables have turned. You know anything about Bitcoin SV, Josh? Yes, the volatility has been good on Bitcoin SV before, but tables have turned once in a while, right? You guys are familiar with any of these Bitcoin derivatives? You guys probably look at them like Bitcoin Diamond, Bitcoin SV, or like, what are these, right? What are these? Very, very volatile assets, or they are sometimes. Like back here, had a lot of volatility. Let me show you guys this, right? Look at the volatility we had sometimes when this volatility is down. We're not looking at it. But yeah, I think that's gonna pretty wrap up the stream, right? So anything else I really missed out on? I feel like I got it, right? All right, so that's gonna be the end of the stream, and I need to switch up my monitor setup. I realize I'm just looking to the side, but stop losses. Learn on your own. You guys will be successful the more time you put into. Don't get the FOMO effect of, oh, I need to be investing now. Oh, I need to be doing this and that. Oh, I need this next 100x gym to pay rent. You guys don't need that. What you guys need is knowledge. You need long-term consistency in crypto. Don't fall for this FUD. I'm telling you guys some very, very important information. I'm trying to get you guys all educated. We can make a community here. We're gonna make a community here where I actually educate you guys, right? Every episode, I don't care how many people are watching, right? You guys, there are gonna be 10 people watching, right? At least I'm educating 10 of you guys to the best of my knowledge, and that can really get you guys improved, and really get you guys better at what you do in crypto. The first thing that is the most important, strategy and patience, right? Stick to a strategy. Stick to a schedule, right? You wake up in the morning, right? You read your book, you go to work, you drink your coffee, whatever it is. You guys got to stay strategic in that way of having a good schedule as well. And that will help you be more strategic with your trades, as you're on a schedule, right? You're not going to be FOMOing in unless you guys have a schedule of constantly blowing red lights, constantly, doing all sorts of things. But you get what I'm saying, guys. You guys got to be strategic. You got to be safe, patient, right? Stop losses as well. But really reading. Yeah, read a book every morning or something like that along those lines. Maybe 10 minutes, 30 minutes if you can. Promise you, if you do this every day for the next few months, 3 or 4 months, you will become a lot more successful in your life. You don't need to FOMO in and rush in to invest. You guys can read, right? You will learn so much from just watching and reading. Yes, you will learn a lot from making mistakes. But if you guys cannot afford to play, right? If you guys cannot afford to play, I'd really not advise it. And if you guys cannot get into I don't want to see anyone getting hurt before it's like you guys are just trying to ride a bike and you're an infant. That's what trading is sometimes. And yes, I can push you along the bike, but I want you guys to be able to pedal yourselves. And I'm trying to give you all the information. I'm trying to help you guys grow up to pedal your bike. And I can't just push you along the entire time. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. Sorry about that little rant. A little bit too much tonight for me to drink. But yeah, have a great night, George.